And while Oasis may have gone their separate ways, he is still... Would you welcome, please, Mr. Noel Gallagher, ladies and gentlemen?
Someday you will find it, not to be the next time. Oh, champagne supernova, champagne supernova in the sky.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Is it the case, Noel, that the first time you appeared on the Late Late Show was because your mother insisted you do that?
Yes.
Why was she so insistent?
I don't know, because she stayed back at the hotel having a drink.
She didn't come out with you?
No, she didn't, no. I don't know, because it's an institution in this country, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So you did.
I guess it's like Top of the Pops. She was like, once you've been on that, you've made it now. So.
Well, anyway, welcome back.
Yeah, well, thank you very much.
You do a very special relationship with Ireland, clearly. I mean...
Well, yeah, of course. Both my parents are Irish, so we virtually grew up here in the 60s and 70s, yeah.
And where did you go and what were you doing?
Usually to my mum's or my grandma's place in Charlestown in Mayo.
Yeah.
Doing that, just running around the fields, throwing stuff at cows.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you see, we get that in Manchester because we don't get cows, so if you see one, you just throw stuff at them.
So that was your summer holiday?
I don't do it anymore, by the way.
And did you feel Irish growing up, Noel, or was it very...
Well, yeah, I mean, we come from a huge family, so they all lived very, or still do live, very close together in Manchester, within kind of 2 miles of each other.
Yeah.
And I've got, you know, cousins that I was still meeting for the first time the other night in Manchester. There's so many of them. And, yeah, I had an Irish upbringing.
And you said your mum's part was Mayo, and your dad's side, were they also?
Was Meath in Duleek, which we passed on the way into town last night. Yeah.
And even though you're in the UK all the time, do you call back to the...
I've not been back for maybe... I think the last time I was back was 5 years ago. But I tried to get back. I've not brought my sons over yet.
Yeah.
But my daughter's been. But I'm looking forward to bringing my sons so they can throw stuff at cows as well.
Yeah, yeah. The next generation.
That's a joke, by the way.
Did you... but is it important to you, the Irish thing, or do you see it as just an accident of birth?
Well, I get asked that a lot, and it's not... It just is.
Yeah.
I don't attach any importance to it. I'm not a professional first-generation Irish person. There's plenty of them in London, you know. Well, there is. I mean, I'm sure you've met, you know.
Yeah, of course.
You know, there's no English blood in me, you know what I mean? I don't have to prove that to anybody. That's just a fact, you know what I mean? And I don't set aside particular days for being Irish. Maybe St. Patrick's Day.
Maybe in March.
But, you know, but that's it. You know,
yeah.
my ancestors are from here. That's a fact.
Did you ever play in Croke Park?
I have. I'm about to play there in the summer when I'm opening up for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. But I used to play Gaelic football, not professionally, of course, with a team from Manchester. We were under 14, 16, and 18 champions consecutively.
Were you? And what did you play with the team?
What position?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
No idea.
I can't remember. Well, we were called O'Sheens, whatever that means, I don't know.
Yeah.
And we came to Dublin to play, like, exhibition matches against some Dublin teams. We were hammered, but there is a photograph of me scoring a point at Croke Park.
In Croke Park?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't got the photograph, but there is a photograph.
Yeah, so actually, when I was asking you about did you play Croke Park, I wasn't quite sure where that was going to go. But you actually played in the whole thing. Yeah. We have a few members of the Dublin football team who went and... Say hello, lads, give us a wave. Ladies and gentlemen, some of our finest sportsmen here today. Do you want to come up? Why don't you come up and say hello to Noel and maybe present a jersey.
Thank you very much.
It's a Dublin jersey.
Same colour as Man City now, so
that's right.
I hope you wear it.
Thank you very much. Nice
there you go. Okay. Say hello. Thank you very much. Well done, lads.
So get that straight on eBay.
We'll do that later. You also, you know, it's funny thinking about that because you're Man City in the same colours. When your album went straight to one with the High Flying Birds, that was a particularly good day, I think, for you on the calendar, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the day Man City demolished United 6-1. Yeah, indeed.
You're happy about that, yeah?
Yeah, and I was sat watching it in the hotel before I went to the gig, and it was during the match I got the phone call to say that my album had gone to #1. Yeah. I've never been so underwhelmed as a record going to #1. Anyway, I was just like, great, thanks, but whatever, you know, it's like we've just gone 4-1 up or something. But it was a great day. If maybe, I won't say it's better than the day I got married because she'd go mad, but it's right, it's right up there with that.
And which was it? The album, the result?
Oh, the result.
The result is key.
I've had 9 #1 albums. I'm not bothered about them anymore. You know, that's the football was a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
I was actually on my knees in front of the television when we scored the 6th.
Why was it such a religion for you, the football? Is it just...
Well, we come from Manchester. You know,
Yeah.
I guess it's the same with
the lads.
Yeah. It's you grow up in Manchester, and there's no two ways about it. You're going to be one or the other. You know, and it goes generally by what area you were from.
Okay.
And I was born into an area which is predominantly City fans, and I could see the floodlights from the old main road from my bedroom, and yeah, that was just it. And
did you ever want to play in the jersey, or were you happy to play the stadium as a rock star?
It was great to play in the stadium. I would have loved to have played football, but I'm not, as you can probably see, I'm not an athlete. You weren't supposed to laugh there. But I would have loved to, but you know, it was great to play it in Oasis. It was amazing, actually. You know, you stood on those terraces as a child. You know, I first went when I was, I think, 5 or 6. You know, and kind of grew up there every other Saturday, and it was quite a moment to walk out on the stage there. It was amazing.
And you just going back to the album, which, as I say, hit #1, and then when you were recording the album, you had a lot going on. I mean, at home, your wife was busy preparing her own production.
She was, yeah. She. On the first day that I was in the very, very, very first day I was in the studio, I got a call about 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'd been kind of... She'd kind of kicked me out of the house to go make the record in the first place because I was getting on her nerves, you know. And I got a call about 3 o'clock, and it was Sarah. And I was like, I wonder what she wants. I called her, and she said, look, I'm pregnant. And I was like, wow. You know, still don't know how it's happened. Do you know what I mean? No idea how that happened.
Yeah,
but, and I was like, she said, so you better get a move on, you know, because you've got 9 months to finish it. You know, and so yeah, so that was a great first day in the studio. It's I was actually sat down at the time, having a cigarette with my feet up, thinking this is brilliant. And I was like, right, to get back to work selfish.
And was her thinking, once the baby's here?
You know, in the modern world these days, I don't know how this has come about, but you have to have another year off, don't you, when you have a kid these days? I don't know why that's happened. My old fella never did that.
Yeah.
He was never there when I was born. Didn't do me any harm, but you know.
And were you?
But, you know, and yeah, so you got to kind of sit around the house for 9 months doing this. Okay. Can I get you anything?
The head tilt, you know.
Can I get you anything?
Yeah.
Just gotta watch the football. Come downstairs.
Come on, are you just saying that to be cool, or did you actually get your hands dirty in a nappy?
Oh no, I changed nappies. Yeah.
And did you do bottles?
I like it. Yeah.
Did you?
I do my bit. Yeah. I get up in the middle of the night and do all that stuff. Yeah, that's all part of it. I like that, changing a nappy, looking into a towel's eyes, just thinking.
Finish it, Noel. Finish it.
Well, no, I won't say that. But you know, you're there thinking, God Lord. You know, but yeah, it's all part of it.
How many kids have you got now?
I got 3. I've got an 11-year-old girl. I got 2 boys, one who's 4 and one who's 1 and a bit.
1 and a bit. Okay, so 1 and a bit is probably a bit young. The other 2, do they like your music? Do they have the choice as to whether they like your music, or?
It's kind of a little bit of a rule, but you know, that they've got to at least show some kind of interest in it. But my daughter does genuinely like it, and my 4-year-old son came to his first gig the other night in Manchester. But it was a funny sketch when I'd finished the record, and when I was making the album, they both really liked the song If I Had a Gun. Yeah. And we were taking them somewhere one day in the car, and I got the finished the first time they'd ever heard it, so I put it on in the car, and I said, I've got If I Had a Gun, and they were like, oh great, and I put it on, I turned it off, and they both sat there in silence, and I was like, and it finished, and I went, do you like that? And they both went, yeah. was like, should I put it on again? No.
I love it.
So I was like, nice, thanks. Which brought me back to looking at them with their nappies, just thinking...
Your 11-year-old daughter, is she at close to the point where you're
all hell's about to break loose.
Right, and are you slightly embarrassing to her at this stage?
No.
Or? No? Well done.
None of her other friends' dads are rock stars, so I'm all right with that.
So she's okay with that?
She's great with that, yeah. Okay. She better had be.
And is she kind of showing any interest in the spotlight, if you like?
She did get... She's good at the school plays, singing and all that. Yeah, yeah. I used to be in school plays, but as a tree and stuff like that, so I mean. And she actually gets the lead part and she's singing. She's a bit of a show-off, as all young girls are, but yeah, she's got quite a good voice. But yeah. I'm not sure whether I would encourage that. I kind of, if she wants to get into it.
Is she modelling or something? Did I read somewhere? Is she doing something?
Apparently so, yeah.
And has she spoken to you about this?
No. I'm last to be consulted about all this kind of thing.
How good are you at maintaining normality vis-a-vis the kids and, you know, day-to-day stuff?
Well, I think it's with the lads being so young, they don't really get a grasp of it yet. And the fame thing with children, I think, only really starts to affect them when they get to be teenagers, when they start thinking that other people start to treat them differently. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've got it all to come, but I mean, I'm pretty good, but I don't think you should go out of your way to, you know, just because I got brought up. You know, I went to Ireland for 6 weeks for summer holidays, throwing stuff at cows. I don't think they should have to do that. Do you know what I mean? They've got to kind of be themselves and live their own lives, and they have to get on with it. I mean, I could think of worse things to be. Do you know what I mean?
But are you like? Do you go down to shop, buy the papers? You know,
I get them online. I've got an iPad in it.
So it's all that. So you don't have to.
I used to. Yeah, of course I do. I go to the supermarket.
Yeah.
I've had people come up to me in supermarkets. Serious, true story.
Yeah.
You know, you're going out the queue and they kind of snake up and down. I've had a person, and I'm with a shopping trolley full of shopping. I've had a person saying to me in a queue, "What are you doing here?" In a supermarket with a trolley full of shopping.
Yeah. There's your answer.
Waiting for a bus. I don't know.